Okay, so I'm gonna do another get ready with me today because I just am still not ready to do like a real makeup tutorial. I'm just gonna do like another super candid, laid back, relaxed, down to earth chit chat get ready with me type of thing. So I'm really not gonna edit this too much either, just like the other ones, just because I still haven't really been able to do much of anything. I've only been able to do like the bare minimum stuff, like physically. So yeah, let's get started. So if you don't already know, if you're new here, my name is Hannah, first of all, and usually I do like makeup tutorial videos. Sometimes I'll do vlogs or maybe, I don't know, other random videos here and there, but mostly I do like makeup tutorials. And recently, my boyfriend passed away. I've talked about that in not the last video posted, but the 2 videos before that. And it's been almost 4 weeks. It's been a little over 3 weeks since he died. So yeah, it's really been a struggle for me mentally, physically. And yeah, that's why I just haven't been able to do much of like anything. I better start doing my makeup or I'm gonna just sit here and ramble. But I'm gonna put a little bit of this primer on. This is the Hangover RX primer from Too Faced. But anyways, it's been, you know, if you've lost anybody before, then you already know what it's like, but it's just been awful. And I haven't been able to do like anything except the bare minimum. And for me, bare minimum would be taking care of my daughter, getting her to and from school, making her lunches, feeding her, feeding myself, showering, going to work because I have to make money to pay my bills, you know, like that kind of bare minimum stuff, eating. That's pretty much all I've been able to do. Making videos, I've managed to make some, but they haven't been anything like crazy, you know, like no crazy editing. I haven't been able to like focus and do like a real makeup tutorial. Just barely been able to put on makeup. Haven't even really wanted to put on makeup, but once I have my makeup on, I feel better about myself because I don't look ugly. So yeah, I'm gonna do some soap brows. I just like to spray my setting spray onto the soap. And then, where's my little spoolie? And then I just grab a spoolie and kind of mix like a little paste kind of, and that's what I brush through my brows. But anyways, so I'm just trying to say that like these are the only type of videos I've really been able to do because it's easy, you know? And I'm trying to be easy on myself because I'm already stressed out over obviously like the death of my significant other. And I'm just trying to cope and grieve and mourn him. And I'm really taking it easy on myself as far as like doing anything too stressful or extra or whatever. I don't know, and like it's so hard to like do like a makeup video and like focus. It's easy to like sit here and do my makeup and talk. It makes me feel better. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I know that eventually I'll get back into the swing of things, but like lately I haven't even been able to like clean. My mom helped me clean my room the other day because it was such a mess and it was like contributing to my, let's call this depression, I guess. And I know that my room being cleaner would help me, but I like physically can't bring myself to clean. I haven't really done the dishes, I haven't cooked a meal, I've been eating out a lot just because it's easier, and one less thing I have to do. I haven't really cleaned at all. The other day I did manage to do all my laundry because it was to the point where I had no clean clothes. And so I did do all my laundry, so that made me feel better. So slowly but surely I'm getting back into the swing of things because obviously I have to. Life has to go on. I'm going to put a little bit of lip balm on because my lips are so chapped. Also, I feel like there's something my lip. I feel like my health is affected by this. I'm looking for my, where's my teeth whitening strips? I forgot to put them on. Hold on, let me try and find them. Also, never mind this. I hate when I get breakouts like by my mouth. It is not a cold sore. Cold sores are big and ugly. I've gotten those before too, but this is just 2 pimples right here, and I kind of mess with this one, but I feel like breakouts around the mouth look so gross. But anyways, I feel like my health, like I feel like my health is like being physically affected, or I'm being physically affected by my sadness. I don't know, like ever since Norm died, well, right after I found out Norm died, I got so sick. It could have been coincidence that I just got like a really bad cold or whatever. I think I had strep throat, but coincidentally like 2 days after I found out, I got so sick, so fucking sick, which made things way worse. And I'm gonna put on these Crest white strips, by the way, because I love these. A lot of people ask how I get my teeth so white, and this is what I use. No, it's not sponsored, but Crest, if you're out there and you want to sponsor your girl, email me. But these are the best teeth whitening things, and this is how I keep my teeth so white, is by using Crest white strips. But they do, and I use the Glamorous white one, so these are like, you wear, I think it's a 14-day treatment. You wear these once a day for 2 weeks for 30 minutes a day. But they do make my teeth sensitive, I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't last forever. They are like sensitive for like a couple days after using these, and then that goes away. And you just stick them on like oh, I look so cute. And sorry guys, I really don't care about my outward appearance right now, because I know at the end of this video I'll look bomb. Okay, so once I get those stuck on, now I'm going to have a little bit of a lisp. I'm sorry if that irritates you, but these will just stay on for like 30 minutes while I do my makeup. Okay, I'm going to do eyeshadow right now. I'm just going to use a little bit of the Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless Concealer to prime my eyelids. I'm going to do a basic look because I really can't, I'm so unmotivated to do anything creative lately. So I'm just going to do something simple and basic. It's still going to be cute though, I promise. But yeah, so I feel like my health is being affected by my sadness in regards to, you know, Norm dying. Like I was saying, I got really sick after I found out that he died, and then my gums have been so fucked up lately. I don't know if it's because I've literally eaten chicken wings every day, because for some reason that's the only thing I want to eat, and I'm just giving in to my cravings. But the only thing I've wanted to eat lately is chicken wings, like on the bone, and I kind of feel like, you know when you eat chicken wings, like the chicken gets stuck like in your teeth? I floss, but I feel like that fucked up my gums, or maybe it's just the stress of like being sad every day for fucking a month now. Like, I don't know, it's one of those. Can stress and depression affect your physical health? Because it makes sense to me. Oh. Okay, for eyeshadow, I'm going to use this palette. This is the Day to Night Auto Balm palette from The Balm. And I'm just going to use, if I can open it, because my nails are so long. Oh my god, I can't even open my nails. I mean, this thing. No! I love having long nails because they look good, but I can never do anything. Okay, I'm going to use this little, like, brown shade right here that I'm pointing to. It's called Hollywood Boulevard. And I'm just going to use that as, like, an all-over lid color. But yeah, so my gums have been, like, so fucked up. Like, they hurt, they're, like, bleeding. I don't know what the hell is going on. I've never had issues with my gums before. So I'm kind of just attributing it to, like, this, like, sadness affecting my physical health now, too. And I guess I haven't really been eating well or anything. I haven't even wanted to eat. I've lost, like, so much weight from being sad. It's really awful. It's really awful to feel this way. I've never ever lost someone this close to me, so it's really been a life-changing experience. Also, I wanted to talk about internet bullies for a minute, because the more subscribers I get on YouTube, the more mean comments come. Which I guess is normal because I'm being seen by more people. I don't know. But you know what? YouTube is like where the mean people live, because I hardly get any negative comments on Instagram. I don't get any on Facebook really, and none on Snapchat. Like, all the mean people live on YouTube, and I just want to address that. I never really talk about negative stuff because I just don't like to even bring that here at all, you know? But I wanted to talk about it just because of what I'm going through lately, and I wanted to kind of make it like a lesson in a way, because the other day I got a comment. What was it? I don't even remember. This girl left me a comment and she said, "You seem really bitchy." And she spelled bitchy B-I-T-C-H-I-E, which for a second I thought was kind of cute, because I always think that words with an I-E at the end are cute for some reason. So at first I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck this chick. Like, it's just so ironic to me that I've never left a mean comment on the internet, because I'm just not that person. So it's really, really hard for me to fathom why people do that. Like, I just don't understand any of it. Like, the fact that you think a negative thought, first of all, like that, like, wow, this girl seems so bitchy. Like, you don't even fucking know me. How can you assume what I'm like when you've never ever spoken to me ever in your whole entire life? Like, it's just, people are so ignorant. Like, the ignorant people come out on the internet. So I just don't understand it. And most of the time it doesn't really bother me, because they're not even worth my time. They're like idiots. You know what I mean? They're dumb. People who think that way are dumb. They're clueless. But, so I just thought, first of all, like, how can you even say that when you've never ever spoken to me ever once in your life? Like, you're just assuming that because you watched a video of me. But, whatever. But then the other part of me, because of what I'm going through and how fucking sad and depressed I've been lately, it just made me think, like, obviously this chick doesn't know that my boyfriend just died, okay? And I don't blame her for not knowing that. But because you don't know what people are going through is another reason why you shouldn't ever leave mean comments, because I'm so fragile right now, and I have to be careful, like, who I talk to and what I listen to and what I'm watching, what I'm reading, because of my, like, fragileness right now because of the loss of my boyfriend. And I just know I'm in a really fragile, like, state of mind, I guess. So yeah, I was just thinking, like, wow, like, this chick has no clue what I'm going through and how her, like, mean comments could, like, really affect me. Like, thank God I'm a strong person, but, like, other people can be so, you know, it's really, like, damaging comments like that. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that for a minute. And I just feel like, I hope people take that as, like, this is my message to you, to, like, be more compassionate. If you're a person and you're watching this and you have left or currently spend your time, like, leaving mean comments on people's YouTube videos, Instagram posts, whatever, like, stop that. Seriously, it's not a good look for you. Like, don't do that anymore, because it doesn't make you feel good about yourself either. Like, you're probably a miserable person, and trust me, it doesn't add to your self-worth. And it's just so crazy, because in this life you could be whatever you want to be. You can literally be whatever you want to be. Anything. You could be whatever you want to be. You could be a doctor, you could be a motivational speaker, you could be a teacher, you could be a baker, you could work at McDonald's, you could work at the library, you could be a tattoo artist, you could be a hairdresser. Like, literally there's so many things that you could be. Like, don't fucking choose to be the internet bully, because it's not a good look. And yeah, I just really don't understand how I don't know. I mean, we all have negative thoughts, whatever. I feel like even the negative thoughts that I have are not that mean. Like, they're really not that mean. But I would never, like, think a negative thought and then, like, go out of my way, because after you think that negative thought, then you have to go out of your way to, like, write it down. You know, you, like, type it out. And then you have another chance to, like, think to yourself, like, is this a good idea? Like, should I send this? Like, is it going to affect them negatively? Like, what am I going to gain from this? You know what I mean? And then you, after you, like, take the time out of your day to write that or type that negative thought down, then you send it. Like, what is wrong with people like that? I just don't, I can't even fathom being that way. So anyways, I wanted to talk about my blog too, because I've been blogging and sharing stories about, like, just happy times, you know, of me and Norm, because we were together the last 5 months from May to September. So all of these memories are just, like, super fresh in my brain, and I've been wanting to write them down because I remember all the little details, like things we said to each other, things that we ate that day, like, you know, when you look back on memories from years ago and you kind of remember, but you don't remember, like, the little details, like what you said or what you were wearing or smells or tastes or sounds, or, you know what I mean? So because all of these memories with him from the last 5 months are so fresh, I've been wanting to write them down so I don't forget. And in doing that, I've found just so much comfort, I guess, and joy, and it's been just really therapeutic to do that. And so I put it in a blog because I enjoy sharing it with people, and you know, I'm only talking about happy, good times, so why not share those moments, you know? And then I have so many pictures that correspond, because me and Norm took pictures together all the time. So I've been in the blog putting the pictures, like, from those days and the stories behind those pictures, and it's just been really, really therapeutic for me to do that. Plus, it's kind of like a time capsule or like a photo album, you know what I mean? I really want to do a wing liner, but I'm so afraid, but I'm just going to do it anyways. I have to do this off camera. Let me do my wing and then I'll continue my thought. Okay, I had to do my wing off camera. By the way, I used the Balm Schwing black liquid liner, and then I switched to the Urban Decay Perversion waterproof fine point eye pen. I really like this one, but it gets super dry. But I like this one because it doesn't transfer, because I have hooded eyes, and, like, at the end of the day, like, I'll have black eyeliner up here in my crease because my eyelids touch and get, like, greasy and sweaty, and I know that sounds gross, but if you have hooded eyes, you know what I'm talking about. But I like this one because it's matte and it does not transfer, but I like this one because it's just easier to work with, and it's, like, glides on better. It doesn't get all dry and weird. But this one, even though it says it's waterproof, it does transfer on me. Probably because, like, just the oils from my skin or whatever, but so I use both of these. It's kind of a weird eyeliner day. I'm not very good at wing liner, but I don't want to stress myself out, because if I get too into it and try and perfect it, then that's when it gets all crazy, and then my mood changes, and I'm just going to wear them how they are. So, anyways, where did I leave off? I was talking about my blog and how I've been writing and sharing stories, and if you guys want to check it out, you should, if you're into, like, reading. I've always been into writing. Ever since, like, middle school, I've really enjoyed writing, and I'm pretty good at it, if I do say so myself. So, I don't know, I guess it's like when a therapist tells you to journal about your problems, you know? I've been journaling about the good times with Norm, because if I don't think about the good times, then I think about the fact that he's dead. I know it sounds pretty harsh, but I'm just letting you know, like, my thought process. I just dwell on the fact that he is dead and gone, and I can't come to terms with it. I mean, it's only been a few weeks, but my brain is, like, incapable of coming to terms with the fact that he's dead. So literally in my brain, I just keep thinking, like, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Like, it's almost like I keep repeating it to myself, but I can't grasp the concept, because for me it's so bizarre that someone can, like, we were just doing things together. You know, we were just going to dinner together, like we just went to a wedding together, he just gave me this little tattoo, like we were just doing things together. He was just at my house, I was just at his, like, it's so crazy that someone can literally be here one day and gone the next. And I know it's such a simple, I don't want to start crying. I know it's such a simple concept, but it's so hard for me to understand, and I'm sure it'll be easier to understand as time goes, but right now I can't. So instead of even thinking about that, or, you know, the negative, I like to focus on the positive and the good happy times and the memories, and also at the same time, like, writing about those things and, like, remembering them, and then being able to look at the, like, corresponding photos from those days. It, like, allows me to relive those moments in my brain, you know what I mean? So it's just a better thing for me to focus on than the fact that he's not here anymore, you know? And I feel like it's a good way for me to remember him and to kind of, like, memorialize him or whatever. And then I can look back on those stories when those memories do leave my brain, you know, when I don't remember all the little details anymore, because I feel like that will happen, then I have, you know, my writings that I can go back and read and look at, which is awesome. I'm looking for my eyelashes. Where are they? I took them off last night and I set them here and now they're gone. So yeah, but at the same time, I don't want my blog, I want to write about other things in my blog too. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, is there anything in particular that you guys want me to write about on my blog? You know, like, give me your ideas, because I want to know. And these lashes I'm going to use are from House of Lashes. I don't have the box anymore, but I want to say they were like Pixie Mini or something. I don't know, but they're pretty, like, I know it's hard to tell. They're pretty natural looking, and they're not too big and crazy. So I wore these yesterday. I'm just going to reuse them. By the way, I just curled my eyelashes and put on some mascara, because I like to do that before I apply my lashes, because I feel like it just helps them adhere better. So yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, like, if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about in my blog. I mean, like, anything. Like, should I talk about co-parenting? Should I talk about being a young mom? Should I talk about food? Should I talk about makeup? Should I talk about fashion? I mean, there's literally so much I could talk about on my blog, and I wanted to know what your opinions were, or your suggestions for me, because I'm interested. Also, if you want to check out my blog, I'll put the link in my bio. Honestly, I'm still going to share stories about me and Norm, and talk about, you know, my feelings, and maybe I'll talk about, like, dealing with grief and what's helped me, because I know that I'm not the only person dealing with grief, and it's been extremely helpful to talk to people who are going through the same thing, especially, like, I mean the exact same thing. Like, there's been a few girls that have lost boyfriends too, and it's been really helpful to talk to them as well. So maybe but alongside sharing stories and stuff, like, I'll also talk about, like, grief itself and dealing with it and stuff. And, like, I feel like there's, you know, different kinds of grief too. Like, I feel like it's different when you lose a child or a parent or a grandparent or a brother or a sister or a significant other. Like, different feelings come with different types of loss. And, you know, I don't think that any are worse or better or more important or whatever than the other, but I do feel like just different feelings come with different losses. So I thought about talking about that too. But my blog is on my website. It's literally just a blog right now, because I just wanted to literally throw up a blog, like, really quick, I didn't put that much effort into it. It's literally just like a blank page almost. And it's at thehannahjensen.com. I'll put that link in the bio, but it's, in case you're wondering, it's thehannahjensen.com, so you could go check that out. And let me know what you think too. I know that everyone has really loved my love story, I guess. They've loved that I've shared my love story. And so have I. Because you know when you love someone and you just want to like shout it from the mountaintops? Like, I mean, I know you've heard that before. It's not uncommon to want to share your love, you know, for someone or something with everybody else. You want to talk about it because you love them that much. You just want to talk about it, you know? I know Norm was that way with me because his friends told me. You know, people that he was around, they, especially when he died, they told me too. They're like, wow, Hannah, he talked about how much he loved you, blah, blah, blah. And I know he did because he would tell me that he would. And he would tell me, he's like, ew, they probably think I'm gross. They probably want to throw up. But he's like, I can't help it. I just love you. I want to talk about you. So I know that he would be okay with me talking about him in that way. But yeah, I just wanted to know what you guys, maybe if you guys had any other suggestions for things that I should write about in my blog, because I've just found that I really like to write. And like I was saying earlier, I've always enjoyed writing. I've enjoyed writing in middle school and high school and college. I haven't written in a long time until now. But I just remember how much I love it and how good I am at it. I feel I'm pretty good. I mean, I can always get better, but I feel like I'm pretty good. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Also, give me ideas for like future videos because I'm so unmotivated and lacking in creativity lately. So let me know if you have any suggestions on what you want to see, whether it's try-on hauls or makeup tutorials or vlogs or I don't know, Q&As, something. I need ideas. Okay. I'm going to use the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation in the shade 2.1. I don't have a tan at all right now, so this might even be a little too dark. I'm going to add a little bit of the 2.0 also just to maybe lighten it up a little bit. There's a huge fly in my room and it's so loud and I'm really mad because I knew about this fly and I purposely had my door shut last night so it wouldn't get in my room and now it's in my room. Let's cover this pimple right here. Okay, this color isn't too bad. Yeah, you guys, this whole last 3-4 months has really been a life-changing, eye-opening situation. I've never lost like this before. It's really been hard to do anything. It's just been hard in general on my mind. It's awful. Like, I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be depressed. It's really, 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 really been a struggle for me. I've cried every day. I've gotten to the point where like I can talk like I am now, like normally without crying, because the first couple of days I was literally just crying all day. Like I couldn't even talk at all. I was literally just crying all day. And then as the days go on, it's kind of scary though, because I was telling my mom this the other day, like I never know how I'm gonna feel when I wake up. Like for example, so far today has been pretty good as far as like my mood or how I feel mentally, you know? But the other day, like my mental health or how I felt, I don't even know how to say that, but my mental state, I don't know, was like awful. So it's just like every day. And then it depends, like, you know, who I talk to, if they like, you know, it depends like who I talk to, if they put me in like a mental negative headspace, which I know isn't, I shouldn't put that on other people, but I just know that I have to be careful who I talk to because I've gotten some negativity and it's really fucked with my like grieving process, and I need to stay away from that right now. Because, yeah, the days are just up and down, you know? This is what I'm so much better at, like, expressing my thoughts and stuff in writing, because I guess I have more time to, like, think more thoroughly. Right now I feel like I'm kind of scatterbrained, and plus I'm trying to, like, multitask and do my makeup and talk at the same time. And I'm, like, freestyling, you know? I'm not, like, following a script. I'm just talking basically to myself, so it's kind of hard. That's why I like to blog, because I can really get out my, like, feelings and emotions, and it makes more sense when I blog or when I write it down versus just talking to a camera. But yeah, I've gotten a little bit of negativity, which has sucked because I, like, can't even handle it right now. And I feel like Ariana Grande a little bit, which is so ironic because I relate to her because she lost her ex-boyfriend. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Norman and I broke up 2 weeks before he died. Like, barely 2 weeks before he died. So, you know, I was like grieving the relationship, and then he fucking dies, which is like such a tragic twist to my reality. But anyway, so I relate to her in that way because she lost her ex-boyfriend. And when this all happened, I was like, who can I call that I can, like, relate to? You know what I mean? Hold on, I need a lighter concealer. I was, like, desperately trying to think of someone that I could relate to, who could, like, understand what I'm feeling, and she's, like, the first person that came to mind because she's the only person I knew of at the time that lost a significant other, an ex-boyfriend specifically. I just used the Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer in the shade Light Cool Peach from Smashbox, by the way, because I want to brighten up my under eyes. But I'm gonna hide these bags. So yeah, the first person I thought of was Ariana Grande, because I'm like, okay, I don't know anyone who's lost an ex-boyfriend. And obviously, you know, if you watch the news or pay attention to, like, pop culture or whatever, I don't even know, entertainment news, I don't know, but if you're a fan of Ariana Grande or Mac Miller, then you know that she lost her ex-boyfriend. It was, like, a big deal, whatever, so she's, like, the first person that came to mind. Obviously, I'm not friends with her. Obviously, I can't reach out to her. Like, she just came to mind. And then, you know, listening to her songs and stuff, I really related a lot to, especially her, like, Thank You Next album or whatever. But then I was thinking how ironic it is because Mac Miller was actually friends with my Norm, and Mac Miller was one of his clients, so I was like, wow, that's so ironic, you know? Small world, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I also relate to her in the sense that, I mean, I have no idea what it's like to be a celebrity. I don't mean that I relate to her in that way. But I relate to her in the sense that she got a little bit of, like, shit for posting old photos of her and Mac Miller. And, like, people were trying to say that she was milking his death, which is so ignorant to think that or even say that to her. Because just because someone is, like, broken up doesn't mean that they don't love them anymore or care for that person, or doesn't mean that they can't be sad when that person dies. Like, seriously. So, and then I read a few articles about her, like, response to those people, and she handled it so gracefully and with class and dignity, and I really like her for that. And I can relate to her in that way. Because, you know, one of her responses was like, you know, I just pray that you never have to experience that. Because that's really all you can say. Because these people, if you haven't experienced losing a significant other, you don't even know. Like, you can't even begin to imagine what it's like because you don't know. Like, you really don't know until that happens to you. And I'm speaking from experience because one of my really good friends from high school passed away, and one of my best friends from, you know, I think, like, elementary school, I think we met in 6th grade, but one of my best friends was totally in love with him, and they dated in the past, and they broke up, you know, they dated and broke up years before he died. But when he died, you know, she was already married and had children with somebody else, but she was devastated by his death. And I took her to his viewing and we went to the funeral or the service, and I held her and comforted her while she sobbed in my car, and I felt sad, you know, but I didn't understand how sad she was, you know, and I tried to be there for her, and I was there for her as good as I knew how to be at the time. This was like 2 years ago. But when Norm died, and knowing how sad I am and how I feel, I literally thought of my friend, and I thought back to that time, and I literally felt bad because not that I didn't care, and not that I wasn't sad for her or whatever, and not that I didn't comfort her, because I did. I know how sad I am now. Like, I know what it's like now, so I feel like I should have been there for her better than I was back then. Does that make sense? Because, like, now I know her pain, and I know how awful it is losing someone that you were literally in love with. So I literally text her, you know, when this happened to me, and I told her, like, you know, Norm died, and I'm so sorry that I didn't fully understand your pain back then. And she was like, what are you talking about? Like, you were totally there for me. And I said, yeah, but, you know, I understand now. Like, I truly understand you now, and I'm sorry. Like, I feel like I wasn't there for you the way I should have been. I mean, I couldn't have known. But she didn't blame me. She's like, well, you didn't know, like, you know, she's like, I felt like you were there for me as good as you could be. So my point is like, you just can't even know how awful it is to lose a significant other, even if it's your ex. Like, you just really don't even know until it happens to you. And it's one of those things that does not happen to everyone, and, you know, that's a good thing that not everyone has to experience this, because I would never wish that on anybody. But you know, because, like, losing your parents is kind of something that's gonna happen, especially if it happens naturally the way it's supposed to, like you lose them when they're old. You know your grandparents are gonna die one day because they're older. Like, it's just kind of the way it is. But not everyone experiences losing a significant other, so it's, you know, it's kind of like losing a child. Not everyone loses a child. It's one of those, like, unexpected, awful things, especially when it happens, like, unexpectedly like this. Like, Norm was young, you know, he's only 44 when he died. I mean, yeah, he's older than me, but you're not supposed to die at 44, you know what I mean? So it's not like he was 90 and lived this long life and, you know, died of old age, you know? But, lost my train of thought. Forgot how I ended up on that topic. But it's coming together, guys. I'm looking better. I need a tan. Oh yeah, because I was talking about Ariana Grande and how people gave her crap because they gave her crap for posting about Mac Miller because they don't understand her. That's my point. And she had tweeted in response to those people saying that she was milking his death by posting old photos of him. Like, really? You really think she's milking his death by, like, saying she misses him and posting an old photo of them together? Like, I don't understand. People are just so ignorant, you know? And it's because they don't understand. And they can never understand unless it happens to them, which hopefully it doesn't. And that was her response. She tweeted back and she was like, I think I saved the tweet because I liked it. She said, I pray you never have to deal with anything like this ever, and I'm sending you peace and love, because that's really all you can say. Like, you can explain it to someone until you're blue in the face, but they still won't understand until it happens to them. And then another thing she said was, everything I feel is valid and safe. Everything I do is genuine and honest. There is no right or wrong during this period. And I just feel like that's so true. There really is no right or wrong, and there's no certain way that you're supposed to feel. And, you know, of course you could be sad over your ex dying. Of course you can. How could you not? It's someone that you shared, you know, intimate moments with and shared part of your life with. Like, how could that not affect you, you know? And especially in my case, like, Norm and I broke up 2 weeks before he died. Like, it's not like it was years ago. Like, we broke up 2 weeks before he died, and we have history too. You know, like, my name ain't tattooed on his face for no reason. Obviously, he liked me a little bit, don't you think? So yeah, just those negative comments. Any negativity that I've gotten, I've just blocked because it's just, I'm not even gonna deal with it. But yeah, so I've been dealing with just all kinds of different emotions, and it's been a true roller coaster of emotions. By the way, I just used Hoola Bronzer Light from Benefit Cosmetics to contour my face, and it's a little orange, but it's fine. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Loose Highlighting Powder in the shade I'm So Lit. Love this stuff so much. I love this highlighter. It's so good. So I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones a little bit. I need a tan so bad. I need to, like, I feel like, obviously I'm feeling stronger emotionally, and I feel like next week I'm hoping I feel better to, like, start doing stuff for myself. Like, I want to start working out again and eating better. I want to, like, fake tan and, you know, just put a little bit more effort into myself because I know it's going to make me feel better. And then, like, clean and get back into, or work on getting back into, like, some sort of routine. Okay, I'm going to take the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. This is, like, the original one, and I'm just going to lightly just kind of deepen this a little bit, as well as kind of just take it down here a little bit and along my jawline, just because I feel like I just need to blend it a little bit more. I don't know why that lighter shade looks so, like, orange on me, because normally it doesn't. Maybe it's because I'm so fair. Maybe because I normally have fake tan on, like, all the time. I'm so weird about my lip liners because there's literally only one lip liner that I like. And the only lip liner that I like is this one. This is the NYX Natural Lip Liner Pencil. I need to sharpen this. My mom used it the other day when she was cleaning my room because she was kind of, like, organizing my makeup. She's like, oh my god, can I have this? She's like, it's the perfect shade. It literally is. Like, everyone I know loves the NYX lip liner pencil in the shade Natural. Like, it's seriously the best one, and it's the only lip liner that I use. But she's like, can I have it? And I was like, only if you're going to use it. Because I give my mom a lot of makeup, and she has, like, bags of makeup downstairs that just sit in the bathroom, and, like, she never touches it because she just, like, wants the makeup, which is fine. But these are, like, hard to come by too. Like, if you go to anywhere that carries NYX, like, Target never has this shade. Ulta sometimes has it, and when they do have it, I buy, like, the last 4 that they have. I know I could buy it online, but I need, like, instant gratification. I need it now. You know, I don't want to wait for it to come in the mail. So I have, like, probably, like, 5 to 10 pencils here at the house right now, or at any given time, but that's why I was okay with, like, letting my mom have that one. But I told her, I was like, you can only have it if you're going to use it. Like, don't just hoard it because I use it, you know? So I'm going to line my lips. I should probably brush my teeth and take off these whitening strips before I do this, but oh well. I don't care what anyone says. I love overlining my lips. Like, love it. I couldn't imagine not, you know? I feel like people who talk crap on overlining your lips, like, have never done it. Because, like, if you did it, you would love it. I'm so bad at, like, these chit-chat get ready with me's because I, like, never really know what to talk about. Or, like, I've, like, run out of things to talk about. Because I'm so, like, concentrated on doing my makeup that, like, I can't think about anything else. That's why earlier when I talked about, like, my teeth and, like, my feelings and what I've been dealing with, I literally wrote those things down. I took, like, little notes, like, bullet points of, like, what to talk about, and that's why I had things to talk about, and now I ran out of things to talk about. Do I have any mom followers out there? Especially like moms my age. I'm 28, I have an 8-year-old. Like, is there any moms out there who would want me to talk about like mom stuff or blog about mom stuff? I don't feel like I fit in the like mommy blogger category. I don't know, I just don't feel like I fit in, even though I totally do because I'm a mom and any mom can be a mommy blogger, but I just don't know if like my following is interested in that. But if you are, let me know because I totally will talk about, you know, being a mom. Because like for example, this morning I had like a rough morning dealing with my 8, almost 9-year-old, and I called my mom like all stressed out, like what do I do? Oh my god, like blah blah blah. She's like, why don't you post about it? Why don't you talk about like, you know, why don't you ask your followers like what they do with their kids or whatever. And we were talking specifically about well, we started talking about school lunches because it stemmed from a different conversation. By the way, this is the Too Faced Love Flush Baby Love Blush, and I'm using my Real Techniques tapered blush brush to apply this. I love this blush so much. But anyways, we started talking about school lunches because my daughter, she's in 3rd grade, she's 8 years old, she friggin' doesn't eat her lunch. Like I pack her lunch every day and she doesn't eat it. All of it comes home in her lunch pail and it's like I have to throw it away because it's not cold anymore or whatever, even though I put an ice pack in there, but it's just not cold anymore and it like spoils or ends up staying in her backpack or whatever. And so like she just wastes all this food because she like won't eat it. And I started just putting Lunchables in her lunch because it was the only thing that she would eat. And I'm at the point, you know, I feel like especially like first time moms, you're like, oh my god, like my kid can only eat like carrots and vegetables, and especially like nowadays, you know, like a vegan lunch, handmade, blah blah blah. But I was like that at first, and then she wasn't eating any of it. So then I just thought, okay, the only thing she's eating is Lunchables. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna put Lunchables in this girl's lunch. And she was eating them for a while and now she like doesn't eat those either. So like she doesn't even eat the cookies in her lunch, like she just doesn't want to eat her lunch. And I know kids go through phases and sometimes she eats really good and sometimes she just doesn't. But I'm at the point where I'm like, what do I do? Like, what do you guys do? Like, is there other people that go through this? Because it's like I almost don't even want to send her to school with a lunch because she just doesn't eat it anyways, and it's just all this food's getting wasted. Obviously I'm not going to stop sending her to school with a lunch, but I'm like, shit man, like maybe I'll just have her buy lunch at school, like maybe that'll be easier. Maybe she'll be into it, you know, like something new, like switch it up, like maybe it'll make lunch more exciting if she has to go buy it in the cafeteria. I think I'm going to use this setting spray today. I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer Setting Spray. I just realized I totally forgot to do like a bunch of steps in my makeup. Like my underneath of my eyes. That's why everything looks weird. I'm going to do that really quick. But yeah, so I was like, or my mom was like, you should ask your followers like what they do with their kids, blah blah blah. And then I thought like, well, I wonder if my followers would even, because I know there's parents out there, I know there's moms that follow me, but like, would you guys be interested if I started talking about that kind of stuff? Because it makes me feel better to talk about that kind of stuff, you know? I'm using the same color eyeshadow that I used for the upper part of my lid. But yeah, so let me know because I'm trying to throw out ideas and get motivated again, and I need to get back into the swing of things because life goes on. I haven't worn concealer underneath my eyes, and every time I wear concealer underneath my eyes like I did today, I always think about, or I always realize why I don't wear it anymore, because it always, maybe because I'm getting old, so I'm getting like wrinkles under my eyes, it always creases underneath my eyes. No matter what, even if I set it, even if I try not to let it crease before I set it, like, and then it just looks gross and it accentuates my wrinkles. I think it's time for some under eye filler. What do you guys think? It just ends up looking cakey underneath my eyes. I don't like that. I know you can't tell from far away, but it looks awful up close. Didn't I tell you I would look good at the end of this video? Isn't it amazing what makeup can do for somebody like me? Okay, so for my brows, because I totally forgot to do my brows. I was about to wrap up this video after I sprayed that setting spray, but I forgot to do the under eye portion and my freaking eyebrows. I don't know how I could forget that. But I'm going to use the Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Dark Drapes, and I like to use this like ink stain side and just flick it through my brows. Just in the like bald spot areas. Just to thicken those babies up a little bit. Except for, where's my spoolie? Because my eyebrows are getting out of place. You guys, I feel happier than I did when I started this video. And I think it's because I'm sitting here talking, being open, doing my makeup. Like, this is what I mean by like, I have to blog or talk or whatever. I can't, when I'm private and like keep to myself, it eats me alive. I feel the best when I'm just open and vulnerable and honest and talking to people, doing something. Like, that's when I feel the best lately, as far as like, you know, in this dealing with my grief or whatever situation. And yeah, I have to do what's gonna make me feel good, you know? Otherwise, I'm not going to get through this. And I want to. Trust me, I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be sad, but I know I'm going to. I couldn't even not be sad if I tried. I realized that the other day. Because like I said, like Norm and I broke up. I was going to do something else, but I forgot. We broke up. So when I first found out that he died, I was like, I thought to myself for a second, like, how am I supposed to feel about this? Like, am I supposed to be sad? I'm going to wear my hair pulled back, but I think like down, so I'm gonna do that while I talk because I think I'm done with my makeup. So like for a moment I thought to myself, like, how am I supposed to feel? Like, we just broke up. Like, how am I supposed to feel about him dying? I know that might sound kind of harsh, but I'm just being honest about my thoughts in the beginning. I saw some really hot model babe, like she had full on makeup like I do on right now. I always just feel like I look like Butch. This like really hot model babe. She had her makeup on like this, like heavily dark eyes, but she had her hair pulled back in like this little like bun thing. And the only reason I want to do that is because my hair is dirty, but I was like, I'm not gonna look hot like her. I just look like a egghead. I just look weird. I can't wear my hair like that. And I don't want to wear it down because it's dirty. It's like greasy. Ew. So yeah, when this first happened, I like remember thinking to myself, I was like, I just thought to myself, like, how am I supposed to feel? But then obviously I was sad, and I am sad and devastated and heartbroken, and just, I couldn't have chosen how to feel if I wanted to, you know? Like, I'm gonna be devastated and sad and heartbroken whether I wanted to be or not, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I'm almost done, so I'm gonna put on some lipstick and then call it a day and go figure out what to do with this hairdo because it's awful. I'm gonna use this Joah, is that how you say it? Joah, J-O-A-H. They just sent me like their entire collection of these lipsticks, and this one is in the shade Yes, and it's like the perfect nude for me, like literally the perfect nude. So I'm gonna put this on because I want to try it. And these are super like creamy lipsticks. It's like matches this lip liner that I have on perfectly, which I love. And that's it for this makeup tutorial. I'm so sorry if it was kind of like scatterbrained all over the place. That's literally how I feel lately. And usually how I am when I do these types of videos anyways, because it's really hard to sit here and talk to yourself while you're trying to focus on doing your makeup and to like stay on track. Some girls are really good at it. Like Raw Christy Beauty, she's so good at her like chit chat get ready with me's. Like I aspire to be as good as she is one day, I'm sure. You know, with time and practice I'll get better, but sorry if I was a little like scatterbrained or all over the place. That's literally how I felt lately. Thank you for watching this. Please remember, if you have any suggestions for future videos or even blog posts, to let me know. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to check out my blog, it's www.thehannahjensen.com. That's where you can find my blog, and I'll also put that link in the description box below if you care to read. If not, you don't have to. I'm kind of just treating it as like my online diary that I am okay with sharing with the rest of you. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!